If you want to have the perfect Disney World trip, you're in the right place. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how to plan your trip, where you can save money, and how to have the best time at Disney World. I'll even tell you how to get dinner reservations at the most popular restaurants, because the last thing you want to do is be hungry and miserable on your vacation. I'm going to start out with budget planning. You can create your budget by researching the costs associated with transportation, accommodations, park tickets, food, souvenirs, and any additional experiences you plan to enjoy. Remember to allocate funds for unexpected expenses or splurges. On my last trip, I decided to go to Space 220 restaurant at the last minute when a reservation popped open. Another unexpected expense was paid lightning lanes for a few of the top rides. I didn't plan to have these expenses, but I had a budget for extras. Here's a fun, okay, maybe not fun, but a fact. Did you know that the average family spends about $6,360 for a vacation to Disney World? That is why it's essential to look for discount packages or promotions to help stretch your budget further. On my last trip, I managed to save about 20% of my budget through early bird discounts, package deals, and using the Target gift cards. It was a real game changer. Keep an eye out for specials on the Disney World website. Look for ways to pay that give you discounts such as gift cards, and book early before the prices go up. If you're feeling a bit like Alice in Wonderland, overwhelmed by all the planning, consider using a travel agent who specializes in Disney vacations. They can often help you find the best deals and maximize your budget. Plus, they have insider knowledge on crowd management. For instance, did you know Tuesdays are usually less crowded at the parks? That is one of the many tips I learned from a Disney travel professional. And I'd like to give a shout out to Melanie at notjustcruising.com. She helped me plan my Disney World trips and my Disneyland trips. And no, I am not sponsored, but she is just awesome. Notjustcruising.com. Check them out. Knowing how to budget and get the best deals can take your Disney experience from great to fantastic. So what is the next step to plan your unforgettable vacation? Timing and trip considerations. I went to Disney once on the 4th of July. Never again. It was so crowded. 4th of July and, believe it or not, Christmas Day, which I thought people would be home with their families. Nope. Disney was super crowded. So learn from my experience. Consult crowd calendars to uncover the quieter periods to visit. Check for special events like seasonal festivals or holiday celebrations that might add that dash of surprise to your trip. Another important consideration is to research the historical weather for the time you want to visit. Is it a super hot time of year? Is it hurricane season? It's always wise to include the weather as a consideration when finalizing your travel details. When it comes to the accommodations, diving deep into research can really pay off. I prefer staying at a Disney resort that has Skyliner access, saving me a lot of travel time. Each family is different and have different budgets, so do explore different Disney resorts and off-site options to discover what is the best fit for your preferences and budget. Consider factors like proximity to the parks, amenities, theming, transportation options. I once managed to get a hefty discount because I kept an eye out for promotions when booking my accommodations. So check the Disney website and look for any discounts or promotions, as they can really save you money. I'm going to share a bonus tip with you, but I need you to hit that subscribe and notification button as I upload videos weekly, and you never know when I'm going to give you that tip that totally enhances your Disney trip. Okay, when planning your trip, consider an off day, one day in the middle to sleep in, resort hop, go to Disney Springs, or maybe just relax by the pool. This can help you re-energize, and there are so many outside the park things to do that are missed when you just go in the park the whole time. We still have more to go over for the best tip ever. Do you have an idea what that best tip is? What is my number one? It's coming soon, but for now, the next is purchasing tickets. Selecting the perfect ticket option and making the purchase is a little adventure on its own. Tickets are not cheap, and you want the best option. This can actually drastically affect your Disney Disney experience. I decided to wait to get the added park hopping option, and when I got to the parks, it wasn't available. I am a park hopper, and being stuck in one park all day was not my idea of the best trip. But you learn from your mistakes. So learn from mine and make sure that you get the amount of days you want to go to, and if you want any extras, get them early. You do save with multiple day tickets. Do you want to take that extra day off? You can consider this with your ticket packages. Don't forget to factor in any ticket events and add-ons you may want to include, such as the park hopper option, water parks, or maybe one of the after-hour events. It's these little things that add up to make your Disney journey special and unforgettable. We have gone over budget planning, accommodations, and getting your tickets. Now for some of the fun parts. Park itinerary planning. Park itinerary planning isn't just a necessity, it's an art. Believe me when I say knowing your way around attractions, shows, and dining options available can transform your experience altogether. I will be honest, if you don't plan, you may end up missing so many must-see attractions. Some people may not want to spoil the experience and just go with the flow, but knowing the layout, what rides you want to go to, knowing if these rides have long lines are factors you need to research. Guardians of the Galaxy's Cosmic Rewind is a popular ride, but you need to know that you need to join the virtual queue. And to join the virtual queue, you need to know when it opens and how fast the ride fills up. As a note, Guardians of the Galaxy's Cosmic Rewind's queue fills up within seconds. If you don't research the rides you want, you can miss out on experiencing them. YouTube is not a spoiler, but a great way to research and prepare for your next level Disney trip. It definitely doesn't take away from the actual experience. Find what rides or shows are must for you and make those a priority to research. Then plan to go to these rides early in your Disney day. Once the must-dos are done, you can have fun with the lesser priority rides. Another helpful topic to research so you don't miss out is what seasonal snacks are out. You can add what snacks you don't want to miss to your itinerary. I've said this before, great stuff is delicious. I know, so I don't need to ask the dishes. Okay, I went there again. I like that one. What is the next step to planning the best Disney World trip? Dining. Every vacation needs great dining experiences. Dining reservations are truly the secret ingredient to a magical Disney experience. It goes back to research. If there's a must-do restaurant, book early. You can book reservations 60 days in advance at the Disney World website in the Things to Do tab. And if you're staying at a Disney property, you can book all your reservations 60 days out from your first night. Just like the popular rides, reservations for many of the popular restaurants can be full within minutes. So set your alarm for 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 60 days out from your trip, because the hard-to-get reservations include Space 220, Be Our Guest Restaurant, Cinderella's Royal Table, and a few others. Knowing this is half the battle. Book right away. If you don't get a reservation, keep checking back. People will cancel, so reservations do pop up. One tip, flexibility with your dining times can increase your chances of getting reservations at your coveted time. When it comes to transportation and travel logistics, a flight that arrives early in the day can maximize time in the parks, but it can also take away from a full day in a park. When you get to the resort, there's a variety of transportation options between the parks, like buses, the monorail, the Skyliner, or even boats. You can find out which options your hotel has, but I have used every option and they are all fast and got me where I wanted to go. Okay, we're getting close to number one tip, but number two is packing essentials. The devil, as they say, are in the details. Allow me to share a tale from my travels. One trip, I bought the wrong shoes. Did you know you can clock a whopping 10 miles a day or more on foot at Disney World? We're talking about 20,000 steps or more. Having the wrong shoes was a terrible experience. Packing for a Disney trip is essential. So in addition to all your necessities, your Disney t-shirt, your ears, your sunscreen, your shoes, your proper attire for the weather, you may want to consider rain gear and reusable water bottles to your package. packing list. These might seem trivial, but they come in handy when you least expect them, and they cost a pretty penny in the park. And don't forget to pack essential medications, first aid, any unique items that your family or your little ones might need during the trip. Here's a personal tip I picked up over the years. Packing your own snacks can be a game changer. Not only does it help you save a few bucks, but it allows you to make healthier choices. This habit was born out of my doctor's advice to cut down on the junk food. Carrying my own snacks gave me control over my diet while on vacation. It helped me keep those pesky extra pounds at bay. It is time. Here is my number one tip, and it isn't an obvious tip, but it is one that could make or break your trip. Flexibility. While meticulously planning is vital, it's also important to be ready to switch gears in response to unexpected events like ride closures, inclement weather, or adjustments in the park operating times. True flexibility is about more than just having a plan B. It's about being open to new experiences and opportunities, even if they deviate from your original itinerary. To give an example, on one of my trips quite a few years ago, a sudden downpour prompted us to take cover in an indoor attraction. I had never seen Turtle Talk with Crush. This unplanned detour ended up being one of the highlights of our trip, introducing us to an exciting attraction that we probably otherwise would have missed, and now is one of my must-dos when I go to the parks. So remember, unexpected changes aren't necessarily obstacles. Often they can be serendipitous opportunities in disguise. Therefore, always have backup options or alternative activities in mind in case your initial plans don't plan out. There you have it. Tips to plan the best Disney trip ever. If you want to see how to do this for cheap, check out this video here. It is how to go to Disney and not break the budget. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video.